Welcome, one and all, to another episode of the Nerd a Day podcast. I am your host, your daily recommended dose of nerddom. My name is Carlos Rodriguez, aka your nerd today. How you doing, everyone? Hope all is well. Hope you're enjoying your day or night or afternoon, late night. Maybe getting a snack. How's that mac and cheese? How's that late night mac and cheese hit? Looks, I don't like mac and cheese. I don't know why I'm telling you this. This is not an episode about mac and cheese. This is a very important episode in my life. I should change my shirt. I did not kind of recording a bunch of videos in a row just because time wise. And I haven't been doing this, for a whole week. I kind of missed. Anyway, it's a lot. You already know. You saw the last episode. Now you're seeing this episode because guess what? We got big news, ladies and gentlemen, and not my non-binary folk out there. We have an announcement of a brand new game. I have the article down below from IGN, but I kind of created my own bullet points. But if you want the nitty gritty, you can get it over at IGN. It's from Adam Bankhurst, and it is titled Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, a 4v1 asymmetrical multiplayer game announced. All right, let's get to the brass tacks, everyone. My name is. Why did I do that? I feel like I was like introing a video, stopped, forgot that I already introed the video, and I was like, am I shooting a promo? Am I shooting a Paul Heyman promo? I am preparing for an Apron Work podcast episode, which I am going to wrestling mode, and I'm not a wrestler. Not yet. Maybe one day. Who knows? Anyway, Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed is an asymmetrical multiplayer. In this case, would be 4 Ghostbusters versus 1 Ghost game being developed and published by Illfonic, the fine folks over there who made Friday the 13th, the game, and Predator Hunting Grounds. This will be releasing Q4 2022 on both current, last gen, and PC with the most important thing ever, crossplay. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm playing on my souped up PC, that's a lie. It's all used parts. But still, thank you very much, Bill Dutch, for helping me out and giving me a bunch of your used parts because I'm not able to do Nerdy Day without that. I love you, buddy. Thank you. But figuratively, let's say I'm rocking like all brand new stuff. Actually, like Dutch's, right? Dutch has got a new video card. Got that 3070. Let's say, or he got 30. Let's pretend he's got a 3090. He's rocking the PC version. I'm over here on my PS5. Thanks. Shout out Susan, supporter of the show. I'm rocking the PS5. Yeah, guess what? We could play together. Yeah, that's right. Oh, and then you got Mario Rivera from Pip and Frank from Pip over on Xbox, and we're playing there. Come on. And it's one of my favorite properties in all of history. That's right. I talk about a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff because a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff came out. A lot of breaking news, right? I haven't got a chance to talk about the other thing I love most in this world. I mean other than my wife, my kids, my family, all that stuff. The important stuff. After the important stuff, so like comic books, Ninja Turtles, Superman. You could catch my episode with Greg. This will loop back around. There's a reason why I mentioned him. Anyway, I love Ghostbusters. Always love Ghostbusters, right? Just haven't got a chance to talk about it. I just watched Afterlife right after the Christmas holiday. Loved it. Cried like a baby. Haven't got to do a lot of Ghostbusters content, right? But Ghostbusters, to me, has been one of the things that I latched onto and have never let go, right? My son, who I love dearly, has had a Ghostbusters hoodie since he was 1, and I just keep buying a new one. And I've been lucky enough that around every Halloween, Target, this is not sponsored by Target, but if you guys want to, it's fine. You can sponsor me. I get a lot of stuff there, so groceries would be nice. That would be big help on that one. I don't know if you guys sponsor people. My name's Carlos. Business emails down below. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I've been lucky enough that every around Halloween time, fall time, Target has had a new Ghostbusters hoodie. And I just keep buying the new Ghostbusters hoodie in his size or a head, so he could just grow into it. Um, because I just love Ghostbusters. Uh, and yeah, I mean, I have this story that I'll mention. You know what, how about this? Let's do this. Let's go through the rest of the big news, and then I will talk about why I'm talking about Ghostbusters. So another thing that's not really kind of mentioned in anything, but because I follow so many cool, awesome people online, we now know this game is actually being written by James and Elise Williams. Oh, Funhouse. That awesome couple. They are writing this game. They are hilarious. They love spooky stuff. So I think that this game is in the right hands, writing team wise, right? Uh, I what is Ghost Core is obviously working hand in hand with Illfonic and the Willems to create this game. It takes place directly after Afterlife. Spoilers for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Um, you find out that Ernie Hudson's Winston Sedmore, the best Ghostbuster, don't at me or at me. I'll explain why. Because I love all four of them, but Winston's the best one. Winston became rich after the events of, Ghostbusters 2. I'm going to actually say Ghostbusters 3, which is Ghostbusters the game. I'm going to say that's canon. No one's ever said it's canon. I'm going to say it's canon. It's a really good game. You should play it. It's out on current gen systems. It got remastered. It's really good. Seriously, play it. It's really fun. All four Ghostbusters are in there. Janine's in there too, I believe. Yeah. So, play it. But after the events there's an end credit scene. He talks about how he's made a lot of money in his post Ghostbusters life. He bought and pays the rent on Ray's Occult Shop. He was funding Egon's research. He's paid the lease on the firehouse this whole time because it's important to him. It was the best shop he's ever had, he says. And Winston to me has always been like the heart of the Ghostbusters. And one of the things I love about him is because when watching Ghostbusters, even as a young kid, yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm not smart like these guys, but I would love to do this job, right? Just fight ghosts and make sure they're away and wear a cool flight suit and cool like gear. The best car in all of movies, the Ecto 1 with the best sound. It's the most soothing sound. That's not even a joke. I honestly find that super soothing. Um, but here's Winston, just a guy off the street who needs a job, man. It's rough, He's just like, I saw the circular ad. Y'all need a job. This is a job. Does it pay? But by the time you get to Ghostbusters 2, the dude has picked up on everything being around Ray, Egon, and Peter. And he knows his shit. He knows his stuff. He's actually an equal to them. And one of the things that's frustrating, at least as a fan of Winston, is like every time you see the Ghostbusters, you only see Ray, Egon, and Peter a lot of times. But Winston is the heart and soul of that group, right? Him and Janine, and Afterlife kind of seals the deal, like shows them the way I see them. So shout out to Jason Reitman for that one. That's one of the things I loved about that movie. But so now Winston is kind of restarting the Ghostbusters because of the events of Afterlife. We have a big, spectral event that happened in the middle of nowhere in America. And, almost got invaded again. Pretty bad apocalypse time almost again. So, yeah. So you play as a new recruit, a new Ghostbuster, and you will go through your game as you meet goals, you level up, you get new gear, new suits, new upgrades for your proton pack and your wand, your proton wand, and your traps. And they get stronger and stuff like that. But as well, you can also play as a ghost. You can play as a ghost. You can play as a Slimer ghost. You can I mean, if you listen to the PS I Love You last week, which, you know what, I'm gonna link that down below as well. They go into super detail about that. It's really awesome, and obviously Greg Miller is a huge, ghost head. That's what we're called, fans of Ghostbusters. If you didn't know, now you know. Knowing it's half the battle, GI Joe and all that. But yeah, Greg is actually in the game. He's gonna be a voice in the game, which is insane. And it's so funny for someone who like looks up to someone like Greg and is constantly inspired by someone like him. It's awesome to see when he gets to do stuff that like blows his mind and he's like, wow, because of this I get to do this with this people. That's how I am when I got to do the community podcast day. Like, wow, I got to, because of my hard work here at Nerd Today, I got to finally, and I submitted my stuff. I got to be chosen to be one of the 10 podcasts to be featured by Kind of Funny, a thing that I look up to. Like, it's crazy. I got to do this. He still has those things, being so long in the industry. But yeah, he's going to be in it. He got to preview the game Monday at GDC. Hence the quick episode turnaround for PS I Love You. He talks about it in there. There was embargo until like Tuesday morning. As well with him so far, we also have Rahul Kohli he's blowing up now, dude. The guy is awesome. Midnight Mass, iZombie, Gears of War 5. Like, the dude is amazing. Great actor, great voice actor as well. Yes, he does a lot of cool voice work. Scarecrow and Harley Quinn. He is going to be in the game as well. Both, I don't know if it seems like they haven't recorded their lines, but they're both going to be voices in the game. Not sure who yet. Ernie Hudson will be reprising his role as the best Ghostbuster, as I mentioned, Winston Zedmore, and Dad Aykroyd's coming back as Ray. You could go visit Ray Cold Shop, and that's Greg mentions in the video. It's again, you see down below that you can like upgrade your ghost there, because you can also play as a ghost. You can play as one of 4 Ghostbusters. You can check out the whole firehouse, which I'm going to be freaking out and trying not to cry doing that. And then you can go downstairs and you can go to Ray's Occult Shop and you can load out your ghost and see like that. You can play it on like one player, single player mode. Pardon me, I couldn't get single player out, but it is an online game. There's an offline mode if you just want to play by yourself as, a Ghostbuster and kind of go through the single player stuff. But if you want, you get a team, you strap up, you get in the Ecto-1 and you go. You hear that beautiful sound of the Ecto-1 driving down New York. Again, the most beautiful sound in the universe. I'm kind of just rambling because this is crazy. It's crazy that we're getting another Ghostbusters game in a higher quality than some of the ones we've had in between the 360 era, 360 PS3 era game, which again is remastered. You can play it. It's really good. And now, like, there's been a couple that, hasn't hit that great. But now we have like a game that seems like it has a lot of love poured toward it. Illfonic did a great job with Friday the 13th and a lot of the stuff that they incorporated for fans of Friday the 13th property. The game obviously has its issues. It is buggy. Same thing with Predator. I mean, the fact that there's DLC where you could play as Dutch, like an older Dutch from Predator 1, that's the kind of stuff that I like with Illfonic. They do this amazing thing, kind of not thing. I don't want to call it fan service, but they show love to the property that they're working on. You can tell they're fans of the property, and here we go. Like, they're fans of the property, so I can't wait to see what it's like. I'll also link the trailer down below. It looks so good. Really excited about this. And then, as this is being announced and I see, I pop on Twitter yesterday, I see the one and the only, the Greg Miller, CEO of Kind of Funny, the shooting star. And he goes, hey man, like, it's the official, their official Kind of Funny tweet about like, PS I Love You. Like, this is a game. It just got announced. I got to play. You can listen to it here. So I quote tweet it. And I say, the dream would be to play this game with, and I at Greg, at Gamer over Greggy. Send it out. Start, I'm on my day job, so I'm typing away. And then my Apple Watch is just blowing up. It's like ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what is going on? What's going on? I'm like, I gotta like finish up a report. So I finished up my report. I look at my watch and have like 16 notifications on Twitter, and I hop on Twitter real quick, and I look, and Greg goes, "Yeah, I'm in." Right away. Just hey, I want to play with Greg Miller. That would be the dream because I am a huge Ghostbuster fan, and I would like to play with the only other big Ghostbusters fan. Yeah, I'm in. Let's do this. Well, what? So I post under. I was like, oh well, shit. There you go. And it's my official, by the way, Corey Cudney gift. You can see my link tree. Shout out, Corey. So I post that right there. I was like, I cannot believe it. And then later in the day, it's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, best time, East Coast, best coast, and KFGD is live. So got in the old. I don't think anyone from work's watching. I mean, I'm listening in. And I'm saying hi to the chat. To the Frankfurters, the Lexi G's, the Frog Night Joshy G's. The Corey Cudneys. I'm talking about the Lou 55s. Those people. The normal people, the KFGD crew, the Trogs, Trog chat. So I'm saying hi to everyone. Just easy peasy cover girl. You know what I'm talking about? And they're talking about it, and they were like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "So," and he's talking to Gary Witta, pardon me, writer of Rogue One, best Star Wars movie ever, and they're talking about like, yeah, you have no idea, like so many people at me, tagged me, all this stuff, and I made a joke in chat because I had a quick second. I was like, oh, I just added you to, I just added you so we could play together, and I'll have the clip down below. I'll actually share it. I clipped it out in the YouTube version, but he goes, yeah, I see someone in chat said they're gonna play me. I can confirm that I will be streaming this with the Nerdaday podcast, and I can tell you no work was done for about 5 minutes. I can tell you there was an audible gap in time where my brain just shut down out of pure happiness. I freaked the hell out. I'm trying to keep it PG-13 on this episode. I freaked the hell out. I guess the word I was going to use there. Because it's awesome, man. Like, I am a huge, kind of funny fan. I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. And Greg's a huge Ghostbusters fan. I mean, he's got to be in Ghostbusters commercials. He's got to go to, the studio lot at, Ghost Corps and check out, like, the studio there and do these special events. And, growing up in late 80s, early 90s, like, Ghostbusters means a lot to me. Like, it was one of those things as well. Like, I mentioned Ninja Turtles, but I've been such a fan of horror my whole life, and I think Ghostbusters is kind of the reason for that, right? The first movie I've watched so many times, but the second movie specifically, man, I've watched like I think I played that VHS out alongside Ninja Turtles 2. Like that's the thing. Like there's clearly my mom one time when I was dating my wife, we went over for dinner and she wanted to embarrass me, so she still had her VHS up, and she pulled out this old home movie. It's Me Christmas Morning. Now, mind you, not understanding, it's Me Christmas Morning, not don't know what's about to happen, but I can tell you that I must have had an audible like freak out moment as a child, and I am in my Ghostbusters flight suit, straight up, like the tan suit, and I was sitting on a chair on Christmas morning while I guess they're cooking breakfast or something or getting ready to do presents, and I am just watching like Ghostbusters 2 on my TV, and I must have looked like that Deku Midoriya, like just bobbing back and forth, wide eyed, like while he's watching the All Might video. That was me in full Ghostbusters outfit at whatever age. Like I had to be 3, maybe 2, 3, 4, something like that. Just rocking back and forth in pure happiness, and it was, man, it was a thing, man. And then the video cuts to later on the day, and it's me opening my gifts like later that morning. I must have had breakfast or whatever, and opening gifts. I'm still in the damn Ghostbusters flight suit, and my mom gives me my first big box to open, and I open it up, and let me tell you, it was the real Ghostbusters firehouse playset. And I'm talking, this thing is like, as you know, like it's floors right here, like it's about here, like it's tall. At least in my mind, I felt like it was taller than me, and I'm freaking out. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Now I see where my son gets it from, and my daughter. you um, man, and I'm just like screaming at the top of my lungs and just pure joy. And then I open up other toys, and there's the ghost and the monsters in the toilet, and yeah, there's a toilet ghost thing. You can find a lot of these at Walmart now. They're being re-released, and there's like real Ghostbusters, like Winston and Egon and Peter and Ray, and I'm freaking out. And there's an Ecto one. I mean, like, and I got a proton pack, and I got the trap, and I'm just like ripping it open. Like I'm ripping this box open. I'm like screaming at my mom to like put the stickers on as fast as you can so I can just wear this. And then it cuts, and I'm like, it is like Christmas morning. I think my godfather came over to drop off gifts later because he lived away from home at the time. And I am just like, bam, I got you, Ghost. And I'm like throwing the trap. I'm stepping on the little air pump to like open the trap. Dude, Ghostbusters is just like the coolest thing. It's so straight up funny, absolutely hilarious. A lot of good adult jokes in there. So as you get older, like it gets funnier in different ways. Uh, Legitimately some pretty terrifying stuff. You see like pretty freaky looking ghosts and stuff. Like it's a decent, to me, intro to horror for a lot of people. And then mind you, I was watching also the cartoon, which is like really cool, really funny, really colorful, vibrant. They do some awesome stuff in that animated series. It was just comfort food, I guess you can say, right? Like Ghostbusters has always been that comforting thing to watch. Like it's extremely funny. Like, come on, man, ghosts are cool. Like horror stuff is cool, man. When you're a kid, like especially the time frame that we grew up in, man, those late 80s, early 90s, like Ghostbusters were cool, man. They seemed like the coolest people in the universe, man. They had a whole like almost like rocket looking backpack that had slime that would just make you happier. Like what? I thought that was so cool. And then don't cross the wands, like everyone could die. There's a giant marshmallow trying to kill them. It's just so cool, man. It's just a cool series, and they do a really good job of like kind of doing comedy with horror and drama really well. Um, I'll say this officially on video: the all female cast Ghostbusters got shafted. That whole cast, top down, phenomenal, and they did not get the movie they deserved. That's a shame. I do not like that movie, but it's not because of them. They deserve a better movie. Those four deserved a better Ghostbusters movie. I know for a fact they could have pulled it off if it was a little more dramatic. It was just felt too flashy and too comedic for a Ghostbusters. There wasn't like a balance to it. I don't know if Paul Feig could do a better run through it, but like if Jason Reitman wrote that movie back in the day and had that cast, I think they would have excelled. Absolutely. Those four actors like are absolutely amazing. Melissa McCarthy, like Kristen Wiig, all of them just absolutely amazing. They deserve better. Justice for them four. I want to go back in time and write a better movie. They deserve that. That sucks. They got the shaft on that one. I'm gonna say that. I want to say that on camera as I'm going on this long rambling thing about Ghostbusters. But yeah, so that's why I love Ghostbusters. Greg Miller loves Ghostbusters. I'm gonna get to play Ghostbusters with Greg Miller at the end of the year, as long as it doesn't get delayed. I'm gonna be streaming it on twitch.tv/nerdtoday. You're gonna see me and Greg on twitch.tv/nerdtoday, and maybe twitch.tv/kind of funny plays or kind of funny games. But yeah, like Ghostbusters. Without Ghostbusters, there's no Nerd Today podcast, right? Because I love this stuff, and I can only bore my wife so much with like learning about Tobin's spirit guide and stuff like that. So I film it for you guys, and someone's got to listen to it out there. But look, I've gone way too long, longer than I even wanted to. I just love Ghostbusters. There's a new Ghostbusters game coming out, written by James and Elise Williams, starring Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd, Greg Miller, and Rahul Kohli. And then I get to play this game with Greg Miller. Would be cool if I get to play with Rahul Kohli as well. Big fan of his work. Anyway, that is it for this episode of the Nerdy Day Podcast. I hope you are well. Comment down below. Like, share, and subscribe. All that jazz. And you're welcome for your daily dose of nerdum. Go ahead, let your doctor know. Got a little of that nerd today. Bye.